where should different kinds of NGOs put their energy? Should it be developing an internal capacity to actually undertake original research themselves? How many NGOs in the UK, for example, would one point to that have in-house capacity to conduct high-quality research, which has a wider significance outside the immediacy of, say, a particular project or program? I would suggest it's very, very limited, actually. And I'm very happy to be challenged on that. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because, of course, to have that capacity, you have to invest in it quite significantly. Is it a good investment to have? So first of all, is it there? Secondly, is it a good investment? Thirdly, is it a comparative advantage in the first place to create that capacity? Or should it rather be undertaken by specialist quasi-think tanks or NGOs which have research at the heart of their business? Question mark. The second one is how NGOs work with others, and this is very much at the centre of your conversation. How should they work with academics? Should they recruit academics into research roles? Should they work with academics in terms of identifying opportunities to do research together? Should they commission academics to do research for them? I mean, there's a continuum there of engagement. I think a lot of that will depend on the nature of the organisation in question. But a lot of it depends on an NGO's capacity to commission effectively. I'm not always sure that capacity there is there in adequate measure. I know much that goes under the label of research, commissioned by NGOs, that actually isn't always necessarily research. I mean, it might be a think piece, it might be a review of a project. I mean, I'm caricaturing this a bit, but I'm saying there's a very big number of things that go in the category of research. And perhaps there's a need to be clear about what that research is and why it's important for the organisation and its capacity to undertake it. So there's this commissioning role. How much should you do yourselves? How much should you commission through others? In what way do you work with others in undertaking the research in the first place? And the third set of questions is then how you engage in using the fruits of research. And I don't mean just dissemination, I mean all stages, including communications, policy engagement, dissemination, advocacy, lobbying. And that's traditionally an area where, of course, NGOs have real strengths. But, again, is it always grounded in the best and the strongest possible evidence? Are there opportunities to do more? How well are NGOs able to work with academics who produce the research to distill it and into a form that is most useful for their purposes?